Hello. Hi guys. Welcome back. I moved back home, so I think I'm gonna make all the videos to finish this little project out. So where we left off was basically I explained what parts we needed for the final solution. So I'll basically be reiterating what has already been written in my best ability, because yeah. Okay, because all right, let's start. So the content is what we are getting from looking at each specific transfer, and to parse the content into blocks, how we did it was we looked at the new lines. The new lines indicate when these config blocks happen, and to do that we will define a function named get define get multiple config, and then it takes the content for it. Okay, so the main way we parse this is we're going to split basically everything into new lines. And once we do that, we have to specify our config block array that we want. So then we can append basically all of the splits, the relevant splits, into the correct index. And as we said before, each of these will be a different config transfer. So we'll do for I in range 3 to the length of the split that. The reason we do 3 is because the first 3 is basically not used. So then we just need to, basically just split where we actually want it. I'll show it after, I guess. But for now, we're going to see if it split that at the current index. Let's strip it to get rid of the new lines if there was any. And if it is that, then the current block will increase, and then we can append the additional element in the config block, so then we don't index out of the range. And then we're just going to continue. So basically this checks if there is actually a value there, and it's not just this, if it's not just nothing. Otherwise, if there is, then we can config block at the current block, append, split that where the current index is. And then we just gotta return the config blocks. And from when I've tested it, if I just return the config block as is, get multi-config content, cd flasking python test3.py. So we don't want the last two. See, the last two is just straight, nothing useful that we want. So we only want the lines in the contig block. So we can just do it like this. Because then if we do it here, oh, I messed up. Print that. Let's see if I can do it this way. Nope, I can't. Oh, I messed up. I didn't put it in there. Yeah. So this is what we want, and if it was just that, then we will be getting some value that we don't need. Yeah. So I guess I can show it in here. Since we are splitting it at the gene family, no, the lines, this will be what is in the second to last index, and then this will be the last index, which is what we don't want. So yeah, okay. Now I'll make sure I fix this. So then I got text from my brother. Okay, I'll put this up here. Okay, and now because we have that multiple contig block, we will need a function that can get the donor families from the recipient. And to do that, we will be first checking each line of the block and then splitting it accordingly. So I'll show it with this. So we will need two functions for this. Well, the way I did it was two functions. So we first define a function named get each contig donor, and then we're going to put the content in there, and the content will be specific to the example that we did before. So the content, this is different from the multiple contig content. We're going to join the content yeah, this basically makes a pointer, basically rewrites what value is in the memory address there. So it basically reassigns it, and then we can get the family, by splitting it at the gene family. Gene family, because let's see. Oh, what the? Because the gene family is directly right here, and if we split it at each one, then the first one will be a value we want. This is for classification at the end, but we're doing it now just so we can get a nice list of everything we want. And then after we do that, we need an array. We need an array to basically collect all of all of the gene numbers. And I guess, okay, so the reason we do that one is before that is not information we want. It's only on the first one where the first gene family appears, and then we count off by 2 because the way it's provided to us is indexed per 2 indexes. Okay. And this is where we're going to have the gene family array be appended to the string where we can get family and I. And we'll just split that at gene family array. So this is the first one, first of 2. Let me see if I can show you guys. Get each contig. Yeah. Oh, not that one. 120. Okay. And if we didn't do it at 2, I can show you how it works. So it collects all of them, but there are some indexes in here that are not valid. So that's why we need to count it off by 2 every single time. Because this one is 1, and then, yeah, this one is 1. Yeah. There's a lot of numbers here because there is 23 transfers in total, 23 blocks. And to make this better, we will define a different function. Get each contig donor. Get each contig. Get the get family donor. And then for this one, we're going to have the same contig block structure as our old ones. And for each contig in content, we will be having a current block be this. And then for the line inside our contig, current block, get family donor. No, get each contig donor. Of the line. And then contig block. Append the current block. And then we will return contig block. So the old one gets it all, but this splits up the blocks into sections, so then we can put that specific section into the families. So I guess I can comment these out because I don't need them no more. Get family donor. Oh. Why did it do that? There we go. Okay, so now it makes more sense, right? I was a bit concerned there for a second, but yeah, we need to split up first, and then we could get the families. And this makes sense because these three, pertain to these three up here. 22661 5995 4691, and it keeps going, captures all of them, and then at the end it's 98021 1347 218120. Okay, I think that'll be this video. So we did good amounts. We split up into the parts we want. Let's see where I can put this one. I guess I can just mix it with these two. So next video, I'll basically try to get the rest of the required parameters. The next few parts will be pretty long, or maybe not the next part, but I know definitely there is 2 huge functions that I put in. But yeah, all right, see you guys.